Good morning to you all. First of all, I would like to thank Planeteers for the invitation to Savills to be present at this event. It's our second year, so it's always a pleasure. So my name is Alexandra Gomes. I'm the head of research for Savills Portugal Real Estate. We are a multinational company present all around the world. And when my company challenged me to speak at this event, I thought, okay, I won't just bring numbers that so many of us already know about it. I can't just be standing on the stage and talk about how buildings are responsible for 40% of carbon CO2 emissions, how they are also responsible for 35% of the consumption of raw materials and 50% of solid waste management. So, at Savills, we thought about this subject, how buildings are responsible for also the climate change that we are all witnessing. And okay, let's bring something more to the table. What can we do? And today, we bring people to the table. We bring all of you to the discussion panel. So, sustainability is a topic that affects all of us. And the question is not just about reducing our environmental footprint, it's also about creating a better future for ourselves, for our kids, and the future generations. So at Savills, we understand that sustainability goes far beyond compliance with regulations. It requires an holistic approach that gathers social, economics, demographics, and of course, environmental aspects of our actions. So, the few of you that are in this room, let me begin by asking you, how many of you go to the gym? Almost all of you. And why do you go to the gym? Why? To get stronger, to get fit, good looking. So we take care of our bodies. So why can we take care of our home that is planet Earth? So, of course, we already have the technology to send rovers to Mars, but we can't live there yet. One day, maybe. But we can say, okay, bye-bye, planet Earth, your resources are running low, so I'm going to live to Mars. So we have to take action in the same manner that we take action when we are sick, or we are preventing ourselves from being sick by going to the gym, by eating healthy foods. So every day we are, and right now we are seeing this, we are bombarded with news, information about climate change and the impacts that those changes are having in the planet and, of course, in our lives. So, right now, Savills is 100% focused on thinking about this question. What solutions are available to the population today? What can you and I do in your house, in your building, in your neighborhoods, and on a more macro level, in your city? What are you able to do? What do you want to do? Have you ever had the chance to talk with the municipality, with some representative of your city about what would you like to see change? Maybe not. So we are trying to link population and municipality. Right now, Savills is proposing a survey, and this is the goal of me presenting today to you at Planeteers. We are building a survey for the municipalities to act within their communities. And this survey acts in two spheres. We want to know about individual practices, individual responsibility, and another side of it is what political decisions can be made at a local, regional, and also a national level. Before I get into this, today we receive message like, save water, turn off the light. If you can, go take your bike to the office. Regarding, for example, saving water, right now we all know, and we talked about it yesterday in one of the talks in the impact stage, one of the challenges that cities are facing is equal access to clean water, okay? And we see pictures in Africa, in other underdeveloped countries, and we think, oh, this is not going to affect me. That's not true. So right now, the demand for water continues to rise in cities, in urban and also peri-urban areas. And of course, it's depleting freshwater reserves, and water scarcity is now a reality. And we also are facing this reality right now in those cities, in Portugal as well. So we think that regarding water management, the objectives that should be implemented should be addressed at multiple levels. So meeting demand, maintaining water quality, of course, reducing water losses, capturing water rain, and also managing urban floods. So by adopting an integrated approach in water management and planning, cities would be very successful in moving towards a zero liquid waste cities. So how can we do this? One example, municipalities can start to evaluating water consumption per person annually. We have the technologies. We have IA right now going for us. So it's just a matter of gathering data. We need to gather data in order to understand the reality that we are facing and to take action. And our proposal at Savills, in working with our sustainability department, with our research department, along with the municipalities, is gathering the data, analyzing it, and then through the results that we are having it, we can take action. We also receive message like, leave the car at home. How many of you take the car to work? Maybe because you work far from your home, or because you have to drive the kids to school. In Portugal, that's the main reason, because I have to drop the kids at school. Okay, so we must think about alternatives to that. The municipalities need to understand the commute times that the population has. In 2019, Savills did a survey called What Workers Want. And it was a few months before pandemic hit us. It's like we're almost predicting that something was coming. And we did a study where we understand what matters to workers. And one of the conclusions was most workers don't want to take, in Lisbon, don't want to take most to 15 to half an hour commute time, maximum. 30 minutes is the maximum. So we need to sit with the municipalities, we need to think through urban planning and to give alternatives, effective alternatives to all of us to leave the car at home. So, regarding the survey we are building right now, this survey, it's in 3 fronts, okay? First one, in my building, in my residence, if I could intervene in my residence, what could I do? And here, right now in Portugal, we already have like funds running for us. If you want to, you can apply to a fund. And it gives you an amount for you to intervene in your home. But many of us don't know this. If you work in real estate, you have to know. If you work in sustainability, you have to know. But the general public are not aware of this. So this money can be used to things such as installing isolations on the facades, installation more efficient windows, installation water-saving equipment. How many of you, when you are brushing your teeth, plug the water and leave it running? That's crazy. This shouldn't happen anymore. This shouldn't be allowed, okay? So, and how can I intervene in my neighborhood? What can I do? We are seeing now, this is not new, some neighborhoods having like community gardens. This exists, but it's only 1 or 2. Let's make it this national level, okay? So promoting sustainability, enabling people to grow their own food, to be more self-sufficient. If another pandemic hits, we have our own food there. We aren't dependent on supply chains. Creation of parks, green spaces, developing more green areas, enhancing the quality of the life of the residents, promoting well-being, social facilities as well, so community centers, libraries, gyms, all the facilities that promote a community center. We need to, this is mandatory, to promote a global awareness. It's not just about you or me or her. It's about all of us working towards the same goal. That's the only way that is possible to make a change. So, bicycle parking as well, including bicycle sharing, electric vehicles chargers, and proximity solutions, including volunteer programs with local social institutions, establishing programs with volunteers, and also involving the youngest generations, promoting educations regarding sustainability at a young age, at school. And what about in a more macro level? If I could intervene in my city, so here is also us aligned with the companies that have business implemented in the city. So how can companies help? So companies can implement eco-friendly practice, and a lot of them are implementing them already because now they are obligated to have ESG regulation. Also, reducing waste, embracing renewable energy sources. And how can community engagement play a creative role in a more environmental and sustainable city? By involving all the citizens in decision-making process as well. The municipalities need to sit with their communities and listen to their concerns and their suggestions and opinions. And that's why we are doing this survey. Also, one major thing, how can technology be working to promote a sustainable living in the city? So smart technologies can be, for example, utilized in efficient energy management, waste reduction, and also monitoring air quality. And of course, most important, smart technologies gather data. Data empowers you, information is power, okay? So that's what we are focused on doing at Savills in order to play an active role in this mindset change. And also, what policies or incentives could the government implement to encourage sustainable practice among you and among, of course, the decision makers? Introducing taxes, incentives for energy efficiency, of course, renovations, incentives for the buy of electric vehicles, and most important, introducing strict rules for those who are not playing by the rules. Okay? So, and the final objective of this survey, it's education. And I already mentioned it. So, by integrating sustainable practice, sustainable education into school curricula at all levels, since preschool to the university, we can empower future generations with knowledge and with skills. So, when we challenge the municipalities to put up live the survey to their communities, we have data. And this data, these results that are going to be public, it would be much easier, it will be much easier for sure, to create synergies with the public, with private entities, and finance choices made by the populations. If the municipality engages with people and you feel like they are listening to you and putting in practice your ideas, of course you will be more involved. Of course you will be more interested. So, in addition, and to summarize, it's crucial for policymakers to engage the discussion, and the time is now. So it's a priority for them to prioritize the well-being of their communities. It's important also for the municipalities to consider social, economic, and demographic changes in the communities in order to implement social equity, public health, education, and prosperity and community engagement. So by doing all these things, align with the community, the municipalities are also aligning themselves with the objectives promoted by United Nations. And all these efforts will benefit, of course, their communities, but our society in general. So imagine if all the municipalities could do this. We can all be aligned, we can all work together, and for sure, this will have a much more positive impact. So, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.